Okay, folks, here's a quick review of the Darth Malgus figure that was produced by Hasbro as a part of the Star Wars Vintage Collection line of products. I picked this up at Target for $9.99. This is probably one of the most sought-after Star Wars figures that have been released this year. From what I've read about him on the World Wide Web, Darth Malgus is quite a potent Sith Lord, very much in tune with the dark side of the Force in the Star Wars expanded universe. Alright, when I first got the figure out of the booster pack, I was quite impressed with this figure. It is so easy to see why this figure is so hard to find in stores, as I'll be honest with you, this is a really wonderful looking figure. He has a really nice looking head sculpt, and the paint applications are all really nicely done. Even the eyes on this figure have been painted quite nicely. The costume on the figure seems to be very similar in appearance to Darth Vader's costume. And as you can see on the camera, it has some control panels on here and here. It is really nicely done. Now, I did run into two minor issues with the knee and neck joints. They were frozen in place, but eventually they did loosen up. All of the joints worked perfectly right out of the package. So what I'll do here is pause, zoom in, and give you a closer look as to what the figure looks like. And as you can see, there are the control panels on the wrists and the forearms. And look at that head. That is just really incredible looking. Let's zoom in a little more. Get a look at that. That is just incredible, especially for a figure in this scale. Okay. All right, Darth Malgus came with 3 accessories, so let me pan down real quick and I'll show you what those are. The figure stand that I have him standing on was not included in the package. Okay, first up, he came with his lightsaber in both activated and deactivated forms. The deactivated lightsaber has a peg that allows you to display the deactivated lightsaber on Darth Malgus's belt. There is no problem with placing the activated lightsaber in either character's hand. He holds that accessory just fine. Okay, and finally he came with this cloak. This appears to have a small wire right about where the hood is, right in here. You can see it on the camera. The hood itself, it looks to be a bit on the large side, much like how the robe was fitted that came with the lightsaber construction Luke Skywalker figure that I've already reviewed. Alright, back to the figure itself. What I'll do now is a quick 360 of the figure and let you see what it looks like from all sides. And it should also be noted that the cape, as well as the cloak, they are both made of cloth and not a hard plastic. Okay. So overall, I'm very impressed with this figure. He looks great, and I like the similarities in his costume to Darth Vader's costume. I don't see any paint application errors on this figure, and as you saw, the accessories are also very nicely done. So therefore, in spite of the minor joint problems that I ran into, I have to give this figure an extremely high recommendation. I feel that this is one figure that every Star Wars collector should get for their collection. Okay, so on that note, take care and stay tuned for my next review. Have a good one.